Hi, today I am going to take you to Mannadi, which is a historical place dedicated to Veluthambidala. To understand who was Veluthambidalava, we need to know little bit of historical background of Travancore and what he got actually from the Travancore kingdom. Answering to these questions will understand what he had given to Travancore kingdom. Chembagaraman Velayudan Thambi was his name, and this has been changed to Veluthambi Dalava. Dalava was a position which other way we call as Diwan or the Prime Minister. He was a Diwan of Travancore from the period of 1802 to 1809. His activities towards Travancore kingdom was beyond the word, because during that time the need of such activity was so much necessary. You know what? The Travancore kingdom was totally in a worse condition because of three people, and the Raja got in the hands of these three people. The Raja Avitam Tirunal Balaramavarma, he was so weak in ruling, and he got the companionship of three people called Jayantan Shankaran Nambudiri, who was a vicious person. He won the power and politics of Travancore. So, along with his friends like Chetty and the Mathu Taragan, they were looting the Travancore kingdom. Most of the treasure they had emptied, and one fine day, a order came like 3,000 rupees has to collect, or they had to the people, the leader of the grammar, they have to collect 3,000 rupees in 3 days. Now, for common living, people are suffering so much. The prices of the daily need things, that needed things, has been raised, and life was miserable for them. Plus, they are adding this tax. So, under the leadership of Veluthambi Dalava, they march towards the palace. They march towards palace, and at that time, Travancore kings allow people to come and personally meet the Raja and inform whatever the problem they are facing. But initially, these three people denied this right, and slowly, when they marched towards the palace, they were forced to allow them to meet Raja. So that time, a young, brave leader of those people entered to the palace and informed about this misbehave of these three people, that Jayantan Shankaran Nambudiri, then Chetty, and other was Matthew Taragan. They are like, acting as a great administrative people, but they are actually working against the kingdom. And Raja understood that, and they got punishment. Even their ears were chopped off. So the punishments had given, and Raja Keshavadas, who was the Diwan of Dharma Raja, he got affected. Like Jayantan Shankaran Nambudiri has made a story that Raja Keshavadas is trying to take over the Travancore kingdom. So uh, please tie them and be imprisoned to him. So he did that, and in 1799, what happened? He died by drinking the poison. Okay, so this happened. So now there is a chance for the divan post. So two officers were selected along with Velutambi Dalava and the other person, and he was very good, but he died in 1801, and Velutambi Dalava got all the power of Diwan. Initially, he was just handling the money activities, and slowly he became the main person to take the administrative issues. Okay, so Dalava post is similar to Diwan post. Now, what happened? New rules has been imposed. New punishment styles has been imposed. I'll show you that pictures. And he also helped Travancore kingdom by creating weekly market, roads, and also he is the first person who created Hajur Kacheri. That is, in today's language we say secretariat. It was there in Kollam during the period of Sadi Tirunal. It was changed to Trivandrum. So we know there is a you know an idol has been kept in front of secretariat in order to revere him. So Velutambi Dalava was the first person to, and he had created this moving court. Now we know there's a high court, supreme court, then small courts are there, but moving court, wherever the judge is sitting, there is a court. So this concept has been created by Velutambi Dalava, and many of the new inventions on the administrative aspect also has been created by the Velutambi Dalava. Other thing which we said, he didn't consider this is my relatives, this is my friends, this is nothing. He had considered everyone as the same. One story I'll share with you, that is once he was checking all the records, he find that in his inherited house tax was less than other people. So he asked the officer, why you are doing this? And he said, your mother had informed me in such a way. That is, so he went along with his officer to his office, his house, and asked about this. His mother didn't replied anything, so he understood that mother, with the knowledge of mother, all these things is happening. Suddenly he said, rules are rules for everyone. There is no change, there is no partiality to anyone. He chopped the finger of that officer who did malpractice in his action. Okay, so, and warned his mother that, let me discuss with the Raja what punishment that you have to get, because to punish a landlord is not in the hands of this divan. So much strict he was, so much loyal he was towards the Travancore. But then how he became a criminal towards Travancore kingdom? This had happened when the Macaulay had came here, and he said, you people didn't pay taxes to us, so you have to pay 8 lakh rupees in a short period of time. Now this much huge amount cannot be um, cannot be collected or cannot be arranged by the king. So with the knowledge of king, Dalava had wrote a letter to Macaulay and said, with the installments we, like, one by one as an installment, we will pay your tax. Why we were paying the tax? Because whenever the fight happened, military people, they come and protect us, and we have to pay to British military. So this was a condition that made in 1802. Okay, this was a treaty that was made, and they didn't pay the tax. So this letter, and Macaulay rejected that. But many of the rumors that was happening, that conspiracies that was happening against Dalawa has been rejected by Macaulay, and those who had created got punished. That's the other thing which Macaulay had did. But when the tax and the money and everything was considered, Macaulay stood around. Then a great fight happened between this British military and the Travancore military. So Nair Pada, we know the famous Nair Mutiny, that they all marched towards, and whenever British felt like they are going to be defeated, so they called some more military people from the Madras, and they come and help. Imagine they are working with the guns and the other missiles. But here they were fighting with these bamboo sticks, then sword, parija. These all things they were utilizing, and suddenly Veluthambi understood that this won't work. Why? Because a lot of people are dying, and the fruitful results is not emerging out. So he tried to make friendship with the people from other kingdom. So he got friends like Paliyat Achan and Nawab, and Samudri rejected, and they even sent the letter which was given by Dalawa to Samudri, that we are seeking the help. This letter has been resended to British. So this made Macaulay so furious, and he wanted Dalawa to be either killed or punished. So a lot of the fightings were there, and suddenly they marched towards Travancore, and they were planning to capture the Travancore, and warned the king that either you stand with us or proclaim that Veluthambi Dalawa is a national enemy, or the Travancore enemy in that way. So Raja don't have the other way to do that. He want to leave, and for the sake of British, he will rule the Travancore kingdom. So he said Dalawa is a national enemy, or the enemy of this kingdom. And Ummani, he became the next Diwan, and his men and British people, everyone were trying to capture Veluthambi, and the Veluthambi started roaming here and there. And at last before he were going to Mannadi, he went to Kilimanur. He gave his sword over there, and he ran from Kilimanur to Mannadi, which is a place near to Adur, and there he found a temple. He prayed over there. And it says that one Nambudiri family had given shelter to him. But one fine day, he found that British is going to kill him, or he is going to capture him. He went to a place, and he, along with his brother, he is running. Okay, so he said his brother to stab him with the sword, so he couldn't, so he himself stabbed in his chest, and he died. His great action, which is still remembering, is Kundra proclamation, because he could gather a lot of people and give awareness about the British and how they are looting us, how they are trying to overpower us. All this knowledge he was sharing to them, and he even taught them to stand up for their rights. So this Kundra proclamation, which was happened in 1809 in January 11, he did Kundra proclamation, and after that he was roaming and roaming and roaming. At last, 1809 March, um, he killed himself because he don't want to be caught by the British. But history didn't stop here. After the death also, this British came, and they had taken this dead body, and in a place called Kannamola, they hanged this body. Such no, that in a furious way they were acting. And in other way also, it says that nobody had seen his dead body after his death. So two ways the stories has happening. So we don't know which is the actual story. But such a nationalist person who were acting for the people's right suddenly uh, became a culprit just because someone has to gain power. This person has been cornered, but yet this person is considered as an hero who stood for a proper administration in Kerala. So the greatness of Veluthambi Dalava is beyond words. Thank you.